Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the cons of living in Denmark. While Denmark is often ranked as a great place to live with its high quality of life, there are definitely some challenges. If you're thinking of moving there, it's important to know what you might face. So let's dive into the struggles of life in Denmark. 1. High cost of living. One of the biggest challenges in Denmark is the high cost of living. Everything from housing to food, transportation, and services is significantly more expensive compared to many other countries. For example, grocery prices are among the highest in Europe, and eating out at restaurants can be shockingly pricey. Rent, especially in a city like Copenhagen, is incredibly high, and affordable housing is hard to find. Even basic services like haircuts or repairs cost a lot more than in the rest of Europe. This high cost of living can make saving money or maintaining a comfortable lifestyle more difficult for many people. 2. Extremely high cost of owning a car. Owning a car in Denmark is outrageously expensive. You ask why? Taxes, taxes, and taxes. First, a 25% VAT is added to the car's base price. Then, for cars costing up to 70,200 Danish kroner, you'll pay an extra 25% registration tax. If the car costs more than that, the tax jumps to 85%. And for cars over 218,100 kroner, you're hit with a 150% tax rate. Let me break it down. A car manufactured in Germany priced at 35,000 euros, which is around 261,000 Danish kroner, would cost 84,700 euros, roughly 631,740 kroner in Denmark. That is insane. There are no exceptions. All cars in Denmark have added VAT and tax, even the old and used one. 3. Housing market regulation. The housing market in Denmark is tough, especially for foreigners. Non-Danish citizens face many restrictions and requirements when trying to buy property. To buy a house here, you must have lived in the country for at least 5 years and additionally obtain permission from the Department of Civil Affairs. Renting isn't much easier. You usually need to pay a deposit equal to 3 months' rent, and on top of that, 1 month's rent up front. The worst news is that you will likely never see that money again. Many landlords and agencies find ways to deduct most of it, even for minor or non-existent issues. This makes housing in Denmark stressful and often unfair for tenants, especially expats. 4. Heavy taxation. Denmark is well known for its high taxes, and while these fund excellent public services, they can feel overwhelming. Income taxes can take up to 50% or more of your earnings. On top of that, there are additional taxes on goods and services, from groceries to electricity. For business owners or freelancers, the burden is even heavier. People here often feel that high taxes limit their ability to save or invest in their future. Municipal tax, church tax, income tax, labor market tax, property tax, VAT, ATP contributions, capital gains, customs duties, exit tax, and so on. This never ends. While Denmark's welfare state provides safety, many struggle with how much of their paycheck is taken away. 5. Bureaucracy. Navigating Denmark's bureaucracy can be a frustrating experience. Applying for residency or work permits, or even accessing healthcare, involves a lot of paperwork and long wait times. The systems are strict and often require you to meet extra requirements. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the process, especially if you don't speak Danish. Even small things like registering your address or setting up a bank account can take far longer than expected. For newcomers, it's a major challenge that requires patience and persistence. 6. Strict immigration rules. Denmark has very tight immigration policies, which make settling here long-term difficult. Non-EU citizens often face stricter rules, making it hard to get work or residency permits. With long processing times and complex requirements, family reunifications can also be challenging. Many expats feel the system isn't welcoming and creates unnecessary barriers. Even renewing permits involves a lot of stress and uncertainty. These policies make Denmark a tough place for immigrants to feel fully accepted or at home. 7. Intrusive policies. Denmark's welfare state is strong, but many find its policies overly intrusive. For instance, the government closely monitors your income, spending, and even family circumstances to ensure compliance with tax and welfare laws. Many feel there's little room for personal choice or privacy when it comes to how they live. While these policies aim to create equality, they can feel restrictive to individuals who prefer more independence. This level of control is something to consider if you value personal freedom highly. 8. Lack of career flexibility and Janteloven. Denmark's job market isn't very flexible, making it hard to switch careers or try new fields. The emphasis on job security and traditional career paths can make it difficult to take risks or pursue unconventional opportunities. On top of that, there's the cultural concept of Janteloven, which discourages standing out or striving for individual success, emphasizing modesty and equality instead. This mindset can feel stifling for ambitious or entrepreneurial individuals who want to push boundaries and achieve personal recognition. While collaboration and teamwork are deeply valued, those seeking to lead or innovate may find it harder to thrive. For expats, adapting to this mindset can be particularly challenging, as it may differ significantly from their home culture. Ultimately, the balance between fitting in and pursuing personal goals can feel like a difficult tightrope to walk in Denmark. 9. Limited career opportunities for non-EU citizens. For non-EU citizens, finding work in Denmark can be particularly hard. Danish companies often prioritize hiring locals or EU citizens, making competition tough. Even highly qualified professionals can struggle to find jobs in their field. The work culture also heavily emphasizes speaking Danish, which is a barrier for many expats. These factors make Denmark less appealing for skilled workers from outside the EU. 10. Language barrier. Even though most Danes speak excellent English, learning Danish is crucial for integration. Unfortunately, Danish is a challenging language to learn, with tricky pronunciation and grammar. Many expats feel excluded in social situations, even if they're fluent in English. Without speaking the language, it's also harder to access certain services. Learning Danish takes time and dedication, which can feel like a daunting task for newcomers. 11. Cultural reserve. On top of that, Danes are also known for being reserved and private, which can make it hard to form friendships as an outsider. Social circles in Denmark are often small and tight-knit, with most people keeping to the same group of friends for years. This cultural reserve can make newcomers feel isolated or excluded. It takes time and effort to build meaningful relationships, and even then, it may not feel the same as in other cultures. 12. Weather and winter blues. Last but not least, the weather in Denmark can be tough to handle. Winters are long, dark, and cold with very little sunlight. It's not uncommon for people to experience seasonal affective disorder during these months. Strong wind and rain are also frequent, and you'll need to get used to gray skies. Summers are short and wet, and even then, temperatures rarely get very warm. If you love sunshine and heat, Denmark's climate might not be for you. Thanks for watching. While Denmark has its challenges, it's also a unique and beautiful country. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos about life in Denmark. See you next time.